Today, I'd like to talk about a growing anxiety, especially among young people in China. You might assume I'm referring to unemployment, but it's not that. This issue has suddenly arisen in the past few weeks and is linked to China's stock market. In Japan, many people have never traded stocks, likely because they don't have the extra funds to invest or because they don't want to take the risk of stocks losing value. Even though the Japanese stock market has been rising over the long term, few people are actively investing in stocks. In fact, very few of my acquaintances trade stocks. However, in China, there's speculation that stock prices will rise, especially among young people. Many are opening brokerage accounts, withdrawing their time deposits, and transferring the money into stocks, even though breaking these deposits early means they forfeit the interest. They believe it's worth putting the money into the stock market instead. But what's even more surprising is that even people who don't have money are buying stocks. How are they able to do this? It's because borrowing money to buy stocks has re-emerged. There's widespread speculation that stock prices will rise, so many people are borrowing money to invest in the market. Borrowing money to buy stocks can indeed push stock prices up. However, if left unchecked, this could lead to problems. Ideally, loans from banks should be used to grow the real economy, such as by investing in new equipment or hiring more people. But if businesses start thinking they can make faster profits by investing in stocks, rather than through normal business operations, they may shift their resources to stock trading instead. This could result in rising stock prices but stagnation in innovation and capital investment. That's why borrowing to invest is heavily regulated in China. Currently, there are two ways people in China are borrowing money to buy stocks. Business owners are using loans intended for business operations, and salaried workers are borrowing from consumer finance companies. The Chinese government has issued strict regulations banning the use of loans for real estate or stock purchases. On October 9, the government announced that if businesses or individuals use these funds for investing, they'll be forced to repay the loans immediately, with heavy penalties. However, even with these regulations, workarounds have become common. During China's real estate bubble, similar rules were in place, but people found ways around them, such as funneling money through a separate company. This kind of workaround has become so widespread that it's difficult for banks to track where the money is actually going. As a result, many people are still borrowing money to buy stocks, which has contributed to the recent stock market boom. However, there's a growing number of people who are now sitting on unrealized losses. They borrowed money to buy stocks, but the market crashed soon after, leaving many, particularly young people, with heavy losses. Those who borrowed money to invest are now facing the reality of debt repayments. If the stock market doesn't recover, not only will they lose money, but they may also struggle to repay their loans. While there is speculation that the Chinese government will introduce large-scale economic measures, there has been no official announcement yet. Many fear that the measures, if announced, might not be enough to reverse the current situation. In conclusion, the fate of those who borrowed money to invest in stocks now depends heavily on the Chinese stock market and the economic policies the government implements going forward. If the market doesn't recover, those who invested on borrowed money may find themselves in a very difficult situation.